It was a horrific experience, really. You never forget something like that. 10 lives lost, many injured. It was a life-altering experience in a way. Never seen anything like it since. But I had come downtown to do some shopping. I parked my car maybe a block, 2 blocks down the street, and heard this roar, this noise, and suddenly the air was full of smoke and colored things flying across the street and so on. I knew something really bad had happened, so I ran back there. There was debris and people in the streets. You couldn't tell if they're dead or alive. You know, been blowing out. The windows had all been blown out. We said, well, let's go in and see if we can help out here. So we just went through where a window had been into the building. So a lot of I remember looking up in the ceiling. You could see it looked like arcing in the neon light where the neon lights had been and so on. But I remember the blown over counters. You had to climb through all this merchandise and whatnot. So I said there's probably people in that area, that lunch counter. And that's where the majority of the fatalities occurred. The lunch counter fell into the basement, the building pancaked down. And it was pretty grim. I worked in there for 4 hours with my bare hands digging people out. To this day, I can't tell you how many dead or alive. They were both. And it was just an incredible experience. Just here, every time I drive by there, I think of that. And particularly one woman, she was beam on her back, she pinned underneath, she was just hanging there. She came to. And the firemen were trying to pass medical stuff back and forth and all that. She didn't make it. It's something to have somebody die right in front of you, and she did. But after about 4 hours, couldn't do it, climbed out of that hole and walked back to the office. And Bob Pearson, city editor at the time, looked at me. Where the hell have you been? We've been trying to get a hold of you all day. I said, I've been working in that store. He said, which one? I said, the one that blew up. You were there all the time? Yeah, I've been there since it happened. Start writing.
And the first thing I saw in Maiden Lane was this woman coming towards me, just flying, her eyes bugged out. She got one kid in one hand, and she's pushing the baby buggy. And flying down right by Lazar's Furs. Looked up at the back, and there it was, the flames, and the whole back of the building was all blowing out. Round the corner, and there it was, nothing but chaos. Customs officers were running over from the old tunnel entrance.
Oh,
remember
yeah,
the pedestrian?
right near there, wasn't it? Yeah.
They were running over. There were people, were already inside. And then we just started shooting. Just shoot, shoot, shoot. And I told the reporter, I said, go over to the phone booth, because we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have radios in the cars in those days. Call into the office and tell them what's going on and get everybody, you know. So. And from then on, it was just shoot, shoot, shoot. And there was all kinds of different things going on. People were bleeding, and just it was horrible, just horrible.